Days after NATO-Washington summit, tensions continue to soar as NATO delivers a resolute message, rejecting calls to intercept Russian missiles over Ukrainian skies. The proposal, part of a new security pact between Poland and Ukraine, has sparked intense debate within NATO about its role in the escalating conflict. In an interview with Ukrainian national television on July 14th, Stoltenberg reiterated NATO's commitment to supporting Ukraine through increased military assistance and bolstered air defenses, echoing the sentiment that allies expressed in the two-day summit. However, he emphasized that while NATO stands with Ukraine, the alliance's policy remains unchanged. It will not take direct military action in the conflict. The proposal from Poland, which aims to intercept Russian missiles en route to Poland via Ukrainian airspace, has raised legal and strategic concerns within NATO. Polish officials, including Foreign Minister Radosław Sikorski and Defense Minister Władysław Kosiniak-Kamysz, have indicated that any decision to execute this plan would require consensus among all NATO members. The refusal to intercept Russian missiles highlights NATO's cautious approach to involvement in the Ukraine conflict, balancing support for Ukraine with broader strategic considerations. Meanwhile, Stoltenberg affirmed NATO's support for Ukraine's defensive efforts, including the use of Western-supplied weapons to target military assets within Russian borders. This support follows previous permissions granted by the US and Germany for Ukraine to conduct strikes near the Russian border, aimed at disrupting ongoing military operations. Stoltenberg's statements reflect NATO's long-standing policy of non-engagement in conflicts where direct alliance interests are not at stake, aiming to avoid escalation and maintain international stability. Moscow has vehemently opposed Western military aid to Ukraine, arguing that such assistance escalates the conflict without altering its outcome. Russian President Vladimir Putin has warned of potential asymmetric responses, suggesting the deployment of weapons against NATO member states directly involved in Ukrainian affairs. As tensions mount and military actions intensify in Ukraine, NATO's decision to refrain from direct military involvement remains intact. This strategy aims to keep NATO united, deter more aggression, and promote diplomatic solutions in Eastern Europe's crisis.